And here is Donald Trump's response. And, you know, I was watching, I guess, some CNN this weekend. And they had a guy on, I can't remember his name. He was apparently George Bush's outreach guy. And he was trying to make the argument that if you listen to Trump's whole speech on this, and there was not a whole speech, it was a brief comment that he made at some type of event for veterans that he was holding. They didn't cancel the event. And they did not hold the event. They just sort of integrated this into it. And, well, the comment that this guy was arguing was that, you know, Barack Obama, when there was a shooting in a black church by a guy who turned out to be a white supremacist, he didn't come out first thing and attack white supremacy. He waited until he went down for the memorial. Now, I think it's pretty obvious there's a difference between a lone gunman shooting something and literally a protest carrying the literal banner of white supremacy. You know, it's not like you might say, like, we don't know the details of this driver in the car. But clearly this was an environment. I mean, there was a million different ways you could address this. And here is Donald Trump, the way he addressed it.
Following the terrible events unfolding in Charlottesville, Virginia, we condemn in the strongest possible terms this egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides. It's been going on for a long time in our country. Not Donald Trump, not Barack Obama. This has been going on for a long, long time. There's no place in America. What is vital now is a swift restoration of law and order and the protection of innocent lives. No citizen should ever fear for their safety and security in our society, and no child should ever be afraid to go outside and play or be with their parents and have a good time. I just got off the phone with the governor of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe.
All right, pause it for a second. Understand, he's reading from a prepared statement. What is he referring to? Children can't go out and play. What has that got to do with white supremacy? What has that got to do with neo-Nazis chanting Nazi slogans? What has that got to do with 500-600 white guys with torches marching through the streets in the middle of the night? What is that? What if children are going out to play? And it's all sides. What is it that all sides were doing? Continue.
Agreed that the hate and the division must stop, and must stop right now. We have to come together as Americans with love for our nation and true affection, really, and I say this so strongly, true affection for each other. Our country is doing very well in so many ways. We have record, just absolute record employment. We have unemployment, the lowest it's been in almost 17 years. We have companies pouring into our...
Who wants to bet right now whether or not he's going to say how he won the Electoral College? I mean, the guy's demented, and I think that's, you know, pretty clear. But he will not call these people out specifically. Go.
Our country, Foxconn and car companies and so many others, they're coming back to our country. We're renegotiating trade deals to make them great for our country and great for the American worker. We have so many incredible things happening in our country. So when I watch Charlottesville, to me, it's very, very sad. I want to salute the great work of the state and police in Virginia, incredible people, law enforcement, incredible people, and also the National Guard. They've really been working smart and working hard They've been doing a terrific job. Federal authorities are also providing tremendous support to the governor. He thanked me for that. And we are here to provide whatever other assistance is needed. We are ready, willing, and able. Above all else, let's remember this truth. No matter our color, creed, religion, or political party, we are all Americans first. We love our country. We love our God. We love our flag. We're proud of our country. We're proud of who we are. So we want to get the situation straightened out in Charlottesville, and we want to study it. And we want to see what we're doing wrong as a country where things like this can happen. My administration is restoring the sacred bonds of loyalty between this nation and its citizens. But our citizens must also restore the bonds of trust and loyalty between one another. We must love each other, respect each other, and cherish our history and our future together. So
cherish our history. I mean, that's what that march was about, right? It was white supremacists marching down to a park in the middle of the night, cherishing this statue of Robert E. Lee. And the history, of course, that Robert E. Lee represents there is one of the success of segregationists to combat the scourge of Reconstruction and impose Jim Crow laws. That statue didn't go up in the wake of the Civil War. That statue went up 50 years later. It was commissioned in 1917. It went up in 1924 at the height of the power of the KKK as Jim Crow laws were instituted as a pushback to Reconstructionism. As white people were reasserting themselves in places like that. It wasn't about the Civil War. It was about segregation. It was about reminding black people of their place in a place like Virginia at that time. And that is the history that we should be cherishing? I mean, what history is he talking about? I don't know if he knows the words that he's reading. I don't know if he understands the implications of them. But it's not like he's got such a great, stellar race record himself. And, you know, at one point, he's probably got to realize, like, I mean, I don't think there's really, it's necessary to provide any benefit of the doubt to this guy. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he is a horrible racist, but we could never tell because of his policies. And it doesn't matter if he's a secret non-racist or just doesn't feel that strongly about it, but has empowered, emboldened racists in and without the government. And that's what we have. I mean, that's what he is. Hi, folks. Sam Cedar here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos